Welcome everybody to your weekly energy update, and boy, boom, we start off this week on October 9th with a huge full moon in Aries. It's going to be at 14:54 Mountain Time here in the US, which would of course be 2:54 p.m. in the afternoon, so you can adjust it to wherever you're at in the world. And full moons are a great time for a unveiling and letting go type of ceremony. And to make the most of the energies, you do want to do it like 8 hours before the full moon hits. It's like you're preparing the things that you're getting ready to let go, and you can take advantage of this beautiful releasing energy of the full moon that 8 hours before that time. You also can make the most of this energy by focusing on those themes that cover the Aries energy. You know, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it is about birth and early childhood challenges. So some things there you can look into for releasing. It is ruling over the human body and the ego, our image, our identity, those types of things. Also our individuality rather than of a group. It's about us being our own and our freedom. Also, you know, it has to do with abandonment and loneliness, you know, with being left to ourselves. And of course, with the Aries fiery energy and it being the first sign, it is about new directions, radical change. Also, all this fiery energy. Where are you focusing it? How is it flowing? There is also this theme around timing and having patience with the divine timing, right? And of course, this fiery energy is about competition, controlling, which equals drama. So for, you know, this reading, we're going to look at those energies. And as far as the physical body, Aries rules over like the eyes, the ears, the brain, and everything that relates with the head. So, you know, when we're looking at what we want to release, anything around those themes will make it even more for us. So, you know, definitely enjoy the process, enjoy this moon. It's a wonderful time of renewal and release. For this reading, we're just going to be asking Creator and Spirit what they'd like us to know about what we are ready to let go of. What aren't we seeing that we are ready to release? So, of course, I'll have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Geminis, this is your weekly energy update, and I'm going to start off by pulling a card here from the Power of Surrender deck. Any of the cards you use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So we're going to use this deck to ask Creator and Spirit what they want you to know that you are ready to let go of, that you are ready to surrender. So let's take a look here for all our Geminis. What would you like them to know, please? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you got surrender your desire to control people, dun dun dun, which is actually good because how much can we really control people, right? All that energy you're investing in that, it gets to set you free. It says being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Yeah, I do like that for you because it does allow you the freedom to invest that energy in other ways, things that are going to be more productive for you, really. It's like herding cats. Good luck. You know, can we really control other people? No. People only do things that they want to do anyway, right? They just might pretend for a little bit that they are going along with you, but, you know, in the end, they'll end up doing what they want anyway. That's been my experience, and that's what Spirit has to say. So let's take a look here. We're also going to pull from the Into the Lonely Woods and see what else they'd like you to know. All right, Gemini. So for all our Geminis, what else do you like them to know, please? What else for our Geminis? None of those. Okay, this is the one right here. And you've got your Little Island card number 11. Beautiful card, little star in the sky, and let's see what this brings in for you. It says there are times when we only know who we are thus far in relation to the ways other people experience us to be. In the true knowing of ourselves, in the true unfurling of our potentials, we must step outside relationship with others from time to time to create a relationship with ourselves. Wow. Yeah. So back off, regroup, and give it some breathing room. And in this time, getting to know yourself. This is not loneliness. This is the true deep work of the becoming self, of the beckoning yearning to know the world on your own terms, even simply through the senses. Take time away from the ways others control who you are. Wow. So it's both sides here, right? Become an island. Offer that alone time to your deepest self and experience the world through the unfiltered truth of the self you are still becoming. Wow. Can't make it up. Two different total decks, right? So this is about both the mirror. You know, if you feel people are controlling you, then that's a mirror, right? You can take this time to look and see, how am I controlling others? And if you're controlling others, then, you know, that is this awareness that comes during the sitting and taking time away to go, why do I feel I need to try to control others, right? All right. We're also going to use, of course, this Spirit Song Tarot to get more information. You might have already been seeing me use these new decks. I have two new decks because I've been going live, and I am actually going live every single day offering free tarot readings, Sunday through Friday. On those evenings, it's 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then Saturdays, I do kick it back an hour, and it's at 8 p.m. Mountain Time because I do go on Instagram Live at 5 p.m. on Saturdays. And then Friday, Saturday morning, I'm going to be on at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Sundays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by to say hi and check it out, appreciate you doing so. I'd love to see you. All right, let's see what else they want all of you Geminis to know. So what else for our Geminis? Okay, so what kind of clarification do we want on these control opportunities? Right? And then these two. Okay. So they said these are the four. And we'll start with this one over here. And you do have the 5 of acorns, which is the 5 of wands, which is this movement of energy, because wands, acorns is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. But usually it starts off like 5 people are battling, trying to win over whatever's going on. And so it starts off feeling like there's this fearful thing, like they're trying to harm one another. But eventually there's one person left barely standing. The other 4 are laying on the ground, exhausted. And you think, what's going to happen next? Is he going to, end their lives? And then they all start laughing. And you're like, what is going on here? And they all help each other up, and then they walk back to the monastery and have a meal together, and you realize, oh, these weren't people that were trying to hurt one another. These were people out of love trying to help each other improve their skills. So the control here, you start to understand the energies around it, and the defensiveness, the fear, all that energy switches from that of fear into a more of a loving, compassionate energy instead. Yay, because you have love. It's like I was saying, it transforms into love, because the 6, it's usually the love verse card, but this is about choice, emotional choice. In every moment, we do have a choice between choosing the unconditional love of the higher realms or the fear of losing conditional love of the human realms. So this is definitely coming in here, showing the duality, the choice in each moment, and really getting to understand why you're trying to control other people, because there's generally expectations, like that conditional love laws, the fear of losing conditional love means there's this long list of things that have to happen in order for you to be lovable and acceptable and not rejectable. And because you have yourself under that law, by golly, everyone else is going to obey it too. The conflict comes in, though, is that everyone has a different list of rules. We all have different lives, different opinions that we grow up with, and a lot of them contradictory, right? That's why we have, conflict and wars and battles and division and everything else is because of that. So this is an understanding that you're coming to through this situation. Yeah. So you have the Page of Feathers, which would be the Page of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, all those things we were talking about. And the page does show that you are moving up to a new way of thinking, because the pages usually have the Ace of Swords in their hand, which means they're connecting to the higher realms, to the capital T truths that are rooted in that unconditional love. And at the same time, the sword is kind of double-edged. It also allows you to cut away the old thoughts and the old beliefs, those small T truths of those expectations, those that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. So you definitely are coming in with new beliefs, new mindsets. You're questioning it. You're connecting to bigger truths. And I do love that. Yay! Because you have the World card, which is all about ending of cycles and beginning of new adventures. So you are ready to let go of this conflict. You're ready to end this constant cycle of battling and bickering with each one another, trying to feel like you're supposed to change people's minds, but you can't. And you know how it is when someone tries to change your mind, right? You're like, no way! Resistance, resistance, resistance. But what we do, if we want to change the world, we change hearts, right? How do you change hearts? By giving unconditional love, and that love sparks the love inside them, and then they change from the inside out. I love it. We're also going to pull from these Tarot of the Dragons, or Tarot of Dragons, and let's see what else they have for you, Geminis. All right. So for all our Geminis, what else would you like them to know, please? Okay. Do you have those two and that one? And I do want one on the bottom. This is like an unknown. I'm going to turn it this way just for a moment. But they said, this is a little secret. So let's look at these other three, then we'll look at that one. Yeah, you have the King of Swords coming in. So not only do you have the page, you also have the king, which is the ruler over all the swords. So you definitely are making this effort, you become ruler over your thoughts and beliefs instead of just following what you've always been taught. So definitely that makes sense with this raising of moving to these new levels of truths, capital T truths. And then you have the shaman, which is normally the magician in the standard tarot, which again, the magician shows you it's like you taking power. It's the divine masculine energy. And whether you're male or female or how you identify, you have this. You hold the wand in your hand, and whatever you focus on is what grows. So if you're focusing on fears, what you don't want in your life, what someone shouldn't have in their life, or blah, 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 that all grows. But if instead you focus over to unconditional love, what you're grateful for, what you do want in your life, then that expands instead. They always have all four of the suits, all four of the energies of the pentacles and the wands and the swords and the cups. So you have everything you need within you to transform things, to make this ending of the old cycles and initiate new beginnings. So you hold the power here, especially they're showing you the king and the page. You got all that royalty around the mentalities, and you're able to change those and switch those up. And then they have the Hermit card, which we kind of maybe knew was going to happen here with this becoming your own island. Because the Hermit card is about turning inward for your journey, to reflect on things, to spend that time alone, to find the answers within yourself. And but you find that by connecting. Usually, like I love how they have the glowing orb here of truth, because that's what Chinese dragons, they're like ethereal beings who seek after the higher truths, which is what they find in the pearl. And But in the standard tarot, usually the Hermit has a big lantern with this bright star in it, which is you, your higher self. And that connection to the higher realms, to that unconditional love world, is what sheds light on your path and helps guide you through that. So again, this turning inward, connecting upward, transforms your thoughts and your beliefs from that of fear and of the fear of losing conditional love to that rooted in unconditional love instead. And then the thing that was hidden is the Three of Cups. And I love that. This is a celebration card, but it's a special card between guides and us. It's basically whenever this comes up, it's them saying, hey, your posse is here. You're never alone. You have our support. We've got your back. If you need help with anything, we won't mess with your free will. But if over your own free will, you ask us for anything, as long as it doesn't impact with your whole fated events that you wanted to experience, we're there. We're answering questions, giving you signs, helping you along. So that's them saying you're not alone when you go into this hermit's journey, even though you may not have physical people around you. When you create this little island to reflect, you are never alone. You have a large host of beings of unconditional love and light. You know, you've got your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who are already back on the other side, ancestors, dragons, and unicorns, and fairies, and leprechauns, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. You have a host of them surrounding you and helping you, loving you unconditionally to help you through this beautiful reflection and transformation out of conflict and into a place of peace and love. So I do really, really love this for you. And of course, Geminis, you are an air sign. So it makes sense that you have a lot of mental conditions that you have, a lot of information, a lot of intelligence. So, you know, that internal reflection and understanding, you have this desire for those higher truths. So you will love doing this. You might not like too much in the beginning having to let old beliefs go, because sometimes it takes us admitting like, okay, that was not, the most healthy thing for me to do. And as you realize how you were trying to control others too, it does set you free, and especially others free. Your relationships will be so much more peaceful and smooth. So I do love this for you. All right, Geminis, if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings by each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. Also, clicking that subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an all option. And if you select that, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, you'll be notified when I go live. So, ooh, I know. In addition, it does help spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel. Doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy. It does want to share the videos of this channel automatically with a lot of other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings are actually on a sliding price scale, which means you get to choose between 3 different prices for the same reading, and you can pick one that's in more alignment with your budget at the time. So if you're interested in any of that, all that information is listed in the description box of this video below. Geminis, as you go through this freeing adventure here, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.